Magic Kingdom has a lot of rides, and we have ridden them all in one day many times, but usually with the help of the Genie Plus Skip the Line service.
But how many rides can you actually do in Magic Kingdom without paying? Let's find out.
Lately, it seems like a good Disney day is impossible without using Disney's Skip the Line service, Genie Plus. With the recent rise in the cost of Genie Plus, it is getting harder to justify with big families to spend all that money on just one service. So today we are here in Magic Kingdom to see just how much we can get done without using Genie Plus. We have a list of 31 rides, and we are going to attempt to do all of the rides, shows, and other attractions in Disney World without using lightning lanes. Do you think it's possible?
I think if anybody can do it, it's us.
We are the true science makers. Good morning, friends. It is 8:15, and we are here for rope drop. However, I'm waiting because Rebecca got pulled at security, like she always does. She's here. She's back. We made it through security. Now it's time for the monorail. We think the monorail's quickest today, this morning.
I do.
The line is actually not bad at all. You can tell they're really trucked. The ferry boat's here, but look, the line for the monorail's not bad. And there's one here.
I know. I do think monorail's quick.
Monorail's gonna be quickest this morning. Normally, the monorail line can get crazy long while you're here at the Ticket and Transportation Center, but today, looks like we're trucking. So I feel good. I feel positive. If you see that it's a longer line, take a nice ferry boat ride. It only takes about 10 minutes. Okay, friends, it is 8:30. It took us about 15 minutes to get through security, get on the monorail, and get this way. Park officially opens at 9, but early entry did start at 8:30. So there's already some friends inside the park. We're gonna join them and wait at the rope. Also, if you guys don't know, we are pass holders. You guys know that I have been one. Fry Bucket is a new pass holder. With the recent drop, she was able to get one. So this is her first time through the pass holder entrance line. Is this a silly little something? Yes, it is. But does it mean a lot to us? Yes, it does. She goes. I'm also gonna go. Thank you so much. Pass holder, pass holder. It's not any different. It's the exact same, but they're cold. Have to say, we've had some good omens this morning. One of the best parking spots I've ever gotten in my entire life. Basically right behind preferred parking and right next to the entrance. Yes. We're feeling great about that. Monorail gold. We didn't wait for a monorail. We're in the pass holder line. There's a lot of good omens happening today. Do I think this is possible? Maybe I don't. I don't know. But we're gonna find out right now. Alrighty, friends, so like I mentioned earlier, there is early entry this morning. If you're staying at a participating Disney resort, you do get to get into Magic Kingdom 30 minutes earlier. Now, not every single ride is included in that. Right now, it is only Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, but that normally bodes well for us because we rope drop Adventureland. However, today, we're trying something a little different.
All of the lands of the Magic Kingdom will be opening. It's time to make your way to Cinderella Castle for a very special presentation.
Oh my goodness, I'm terrified! You're gonna lose me, Fry. She's here. I'm here. Holding on to me. We are trying a new method. Not the first time. Breedlove does this a lot, and he actually has had really nice success with it. Yes. We normally rope drop Adventureland. That's our MO.
Yes, it is.
Today we are going to be trying something new. We are going to attempt to rope drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I don't know how that's going to go.
We're gonna see.
We're going to see.
Right now is 80 minutes.
Says 80 minutes. I'm really hoping that's not true. So here we go.
Genie said this whole video
Yes.
is just a big experiment.
This is a whole big experiment. You know, we always are like, oh, can you do everything in one day? No, Genie, jury's out. We're the jury. We're out. We're in the field. Verdict's coming in tonight. All right, friends, we're in line. And I'm gonna be really candid with you guys. There's a reason, in my opinion, that we tell you not to rope drop this. We wanted to experiment, and today is the perfect day to do so. I think I still stick with my gut, not to rope drop this. It says 80 minutes. We have a timer running. We're gonna see, you know, what the day's looking like. I have my jug, my son, and my BFF. So I think I feel good about the day, but also we're gonna see. shocked. We'll talk in a second when we're not in a mine. Yeah. Okay friends, it is 9:38. The park has been open for 38 minutes. We made it through the line in about 35. That is huge for Seven Dwarfs. If that's a priority on your list, I think that that's a great time to rope drop it. For us, traditionally, Seven Dwarfs is not necessarily a priority when we're here for fun or for other reasons. So we normally wait until the end of the night. That's still my personal preference, but this was some good science that frankly needed to be done.
Yes.
So there you go, friends.
We are scientists.
Scientists. Also, it's raining.
It's starting to sprinkle.
So
it's supposed to rain all day.
It is supposed to rain all day. We'll see how this goes. Our next attempt is going to be for Peter Pan's Flight. It says it is 45 minutes, and that ride can get one of the highest wait times in all of the park. So let's see how this Fantasyland rope drop goes.
Now, Peter Pan's Flight is a classic Disney dark ride attraction retelling the story of Peter Pan. You actually sit in a pirate ship, you get a little bit of pixie dust from the cast member, and you take off on a flight and relive the story of Peter Pan. It's a very cute ride. It's very, very popular. Always has a super long wait. So this is another one that we usually recommend waiting until fireworks time to ride when the wait time is super, super short, or use the Genie Plus Lightning Lane if you decide to purchase Genie Plus for the day. But today, we're gonna try out the standard standby wait.
She's being pixie dusted. Sans glitter, so that way we can fly. Hey, so you guys remember when we just walked in line, literally right now,
Literally a minute ago.
we can see where we're about to get on the ride. Huge day for us, friends. Huge day.
All right, it's currently 10 a.m. Haunted Mansion says 15 minutes. We're gonna see. Emma. Okay, we're not gonna do that.
No, I'm literally looking at Disney Experience right now to try to figure out where we're headed. I think you're right. Big Thunder is still only 30 fireworks, and and also it's supposed to rain all day. So I think getting the outdoor rides done might be helpful in the long run.
I think so too.
Outdoor rides it is.
Adventureland, Frontierland, here we come.
We're in line for Big Thunder. We're moving
Very
fast.
quickly.
I'm pretty disappointed about Mansion. I was excited for a 15.
I know.
But I do think that was the best decision because we had just gotten in line, and I do think we would have been in that 50-minute crew. So sometimes if you realize you're, trying to be like us, you're wanting to do as much as possible, there are times to know when to quit while you're ahead. That was one of those times. Unfortunately, Mansion will probably stay at a 50-minute wait today or drop. I don't think it'll get that much higher. Genie Plus was only $20 today. We didn't buy it, but that's a good indication for how crowded the parks are going to be. So there we did it, Big Thunder Mountain, super fun, and we only waited about 10 minutes, not too bad at all. We are going to attempt to go to Pirates of the Caribbean next. We need to check that wait time, but also this morning I did get up at 7 and I got us a virtual queue for Tron, the newest ride here in Disney World. And that could kind of throw a wrench into our plans because Tron is pretty strict about your return time, and if you miss it, you miss it. So we need to make sure we are over there, and hopefully it won't take too long. And our return time for Tron has not been called yet. There's still about 10 more groups before they get to us, and Pirates is only 25 minutes. So we're gonna head over to Pirates of the Caribbean, which luckily isn't that far. This is a really fun, dark boat ride that takes you through the story of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and you're going to even see some of our favorite people like Captain Jack and Captain Barbossa. This one is a lot of fun. Our boarding group for Tron was just called, so we are going to very quickly head over here to Liberty Square Market, which has some nice grab and go options like cold drinks, teas, apples, bananas, and just grab something fast and eat it on our way because we have lots to do today.
We can get pretzel with cheese.
We grabbed some bananas, and this will be our breakfast in line. We have made it over to Tron Light Cycle Run. Tron is a brand new outdoor and indoor coaster that launches while you sit on a bike-like vehicle. This one is tons of fun, although a little bit short, and is the newest ride in Disney World. Right now they are not offering a standby line for this. You either have to purchase an individual lightning lane through Genie, or you have to get a virtual queue, which is what we did. There are two different times that you can get a virtual queue here at Walt Disney World. The first is at 7 a.m. on your My Disney Experience app. You go in a little bit before 7, confirm who all is with you and make sure that you have a valid park reservation. And then at 7 o'clock, that first virtual queue drop opens and normally fills up within a minute or two. Then again, same process happens at 1 o'clock, but you do have to be inside the park. If you are lucky enough to get that virtual queue, you have 1 hour to return, and your app will let you know when your window opens based on your boarding group. And unfortunately, if you miss it, they are not able to super accommodate right now. Over in Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind actually uses the same system. They have been a little bit more accommodating in the past if you missed it, but unfortunately, Tron is not able to do so. Also, one thing to note about Tron is not accommodating to all body types because of that bike-like vehicle. So luckily out here in the front, if that's something you're concerned about, you can test the ride seats before you get in line. That way you know if you're able to be accommodated or not based on these ride vehicles. If you're not able to sit on the bike, don't worry, Disney does have accommodating seats for you. Just make sure that you talk to a cast member and they will get you squared away. Okay, whoa, hello. Made it into the grid. It has taken us about 40 minutes just to get through the virtual queue line, and we're not on the ride yet. So almost. But I mean, we're standing in front of the bikes.
All right, we just got off Tron and we did have a little strategy discussion moment. We've done 5 big heavy hitters. So right now, Astro Orbiter is a 25-minute wait. So we're gonna try this one.
So how do you feel about Astro Orbiter? Fire bucket?
Me?
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It is scary though.
Why does it get faster? It's really not fun. It's so high off the ground, and that's just fry bucket hair everywhere. I can't do this. I don't know what I filmed. All right, Astro Orbiter, horrible, hate it, don't want to do that again. Thank goodness it's over with for the day, and if it rains, no matters. We're gonna sit and look at My Disney Experience, try to gather our thoughts, and see where we're headed next. It looks like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is actually only a 20-minute wait, and you might think, Emma, that's like a filler ride. It is, but it gets crazy high wait times sometimes if you're not careful, so 20 minutes is not bad. We're gonna go hop in line for that, and then regroup again. Yep. The whole day is just us regrouping. Hi. Hi, friends. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is a dark ride that takes you through the 100-acre woods where you get to see friends like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Piglet. It's super cute, one of my actual personal faves because I'm such a big fan of the characters, and there's a really interactive queue for the kiddos to play in when you're waiting. Unfortunately, sometimes in a long line. Alrighty, friends, so we just finished up on Winnie the Pooh. Very cute, short little ride, love it. It is now
1:12.
1:12. I'm glad you knew. I didn't know. My watch was not pulling it up. So we are going to stop by Friar's Nook really quick. We mobile ordered while we were in line for Winnie the Pooh. We are going to grab our food very quickly and then eat it on the go. Fry is grabbing our food. We are going to take it with us and head over to the Liberty Bell riverboat so that way we can multitask, because that is one of our rides today, even though it's not necessarily what you think of when you think of a Magic Kingdom ride. We just finished on the Liberty Bell riverboat. It's a really nice, relaxing, quiet ride around Tom Sawyer Island. And there are a few seats which we utilize this time. Normally though, we would encourage you to step out and see all of the little hidden details that you can't see anywhere else except for on the boat. But you know, we had to have lunch. Lunch on the go.
Yeah, we need our 5-minute sit down.
Yeah, so we found our loophole for that. Now we're gonna head over to Tom Sawyer Island because that is also considered an attraction, and it does close significantly before the park closes. So we're gonna get that done so that way we can kind of get this area almost completely done. Okay, we made it over to Tom Sawyer's Island. There are a lot of things that you can do over here. There's checkers, there's hidden caves that you can go play around in. There's an entire fort to check out. However, this is one of my favorite places in the world because I am away from crowds and I don't have to think and we can just sit and relax. We can't do that today. There's no time. So basically what we're gonna do is there are restrooms on the island, which we really appreciate because they're almost always really clean and there's almost always no line. So we're gonna utilize that and then catch the next boat back. All right, friends, so we just hopped off of the boats to head to Tom Sawyer. We are already back, just a few minutes. Oh, the train. Handful of things. We got lots to go, friends.
We do.
We have done 9 things. The wait times are getting a little bit higher right now, so we're thinking it's time for some shows.
Some indoor AC.
Indoor AC. Let's get some shows under our belt because unfortunately the shows are not too short here.
Nope.
They're a little bit longer.
There's quite a few.
There's quite a few, and at some point today we're gonna have to get them done. So might as well start ripping off the Band-Aid. For our first show of the day, we are going to head to one of my personal favorites, which is the Country Bear Jamboree, where you're gonna see some really neat animatronics, some cool country bears, and you're gonna wanna sing along.
Look,
and if you
there's
don't
one
wanna
right
sing
now.
along, you're wrong. And also, she's right, there is one right now.
He better get back in there. He's got a show to do.
No, he has a show in just a few minutes. He's greeting the people though. A man of the people, which I really respect. I'd stop and say hi, but we have a show to watch. Very cute. Fun, singing.
Did you
songs.
say very cute?
It was, oh, I wish I had.
Aw.
It was very cute.
Look, it's Big Al.
Look, where is he at? He's back there. Huge fans. He did a great job during the show. Luckily for us, it looks like Haunted Mansion dropped to about 35 minutes while we were in the show. That is probably maybe right about as low as it'll get today. It might get to 30, but I'm not gonna bank on it.
No,
Wait
I
times
think
have stayed pretty
we're gonna go
consistent
do it.
today. So we're gonna head that way, hopefully knock out Haunted Mansion, and then, our favorite word, reassess.
Reassess. Regroup.
All right, so back for our second attempt at the Haunted Mansion today. It is showing 35 minutes. When we were here earlier, it was showing 55, unfortunately for us. So we ended up deciding to leave and then come back. Luckily, it's down to 35. Haunted Mansion is a really fun dark ride that takes you through a, haunted mansion. You actually see lots of ghosts and ghouls, and it turns out they have room for one more, if you're interested, of course. We finished Haunted Mansion. Yep, I'm easily spooked, so
Yeah.
it was a good time. Luckily, there is another thing that is the opposite of the Haunted Mansion. Nice, no ghosts, just singing songs and princesses.
I like that.
Yeah, maybe we should go there now.
I think we
'cause
should.
Only a 15-minute wait, I heard.
That's what the app says. I will give us a time check. It is 3 p.m. I think we're doing all right. I'm getting a little tired, you know, it's the middle of the day. Need a little pick-me-up. I need some princess time.
I think I need a frozen Coke.
We can get you a frozen Coke.
Thank you. I'll wait a little later.
I'd also like to have one.
Maybe
Lovely. So right now we are walking through Fantasyland and we're gonna head towards the back to go do Enchanted Tales with Belle. Now, I will say some waits might be a little bit shorter right now because it is 3 o'clock. And what happens at 3 o'clock? The Festival of Fantasy Parade. So a lot of people right now have been camped out for their spot for the parade. So that's why Haunted Mansion was only 10 minutes. This is a really cute show. I love it a lot because it is Belle. She is my favorite. But it is a cute retelling of the story of Beauty and the Beast. You go inside and meet with the wardrobe, and kids get assigned roles in the story. And then we go into the little library and show Belle our retelling of her story. And she's there with us, and it's super cute. I love it. So if you have the time, if you have a little kiddo who loves this story, I highly recommend you come over here.
I also think the magic mirror here is one of the coolest
Yes.
ever anything created by Disney ever.
I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works, and I don't want to know. I
No.
know that Quincy knows, and she offered to tell me. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. It's one of those things where I'm like, how does Disney do it?
Yeah, and you know what? It'll ruin the magic for me if I know.
It will.
That was the best. I almost cried, but I don't know if it's because I'm sleep deprived.
What do you mean almost? I saw tears straight coming out of
cry
your
out of
face.
my eyes. All right. I'm not gonna make them listen to me sing poorly anymore. That is such a fun show. It is so neat. All of the kids get to interact and like have parts of the show. And maybe I did cry because it was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. I don't know.
Mind your business.
I'd rather not say. Because we're in a princess mood though, it turns out Under the Sea with the Little Mermaid is only 15 minutes, and it was up in the 40s earlier today. So we think we're gonna go ahead and head over here, get that one out of the way, and fingers crossed, maybe it's like a short 15. So Under the Sea, the Journey of the Little Mermaid is a slow-moving dark ride that takes you through the story of the Little Mermaid, where you get to hear some of the most famous songs from the movie and even see one of what I think is the most amazing Ursula animatronics. What did you think of Ariel?
Under the Sea. Loved it. Super cute.
So good.
Disney dark ride.
Absolutely.
How did we let them get away with only telling the first half of the story?
Yeah, they did cut out one of my favorite parts when they make calamari towards the end of the movie. They didn't. I love that part. It's so iconic and scared me as a child. So I think it's fun. Now we are going to try to do some more of those filler rides, knock out some smaller times, and because we are near Storybook Circus and the Mad Tea Party, it feels appropriate. The Mad Tea Party. Personally, I think this ride is fun, iconic, and a must-do. It is a Disney classic. You get to sit in a teacup and spin around, and that's just joy. Fortunately for us, it's only a 5-minute wait right now, and it really won't get much lower than that because it's pretty much a walk-on.
where to next? I'm walking sideways. I'm walking sideways.
Yeah, I'm having to keep my head down.
All right, we are headed to Tomorrowland. We're gonna go probably get on Buzz Lightyear because it's 35 right now. Maybe do a People Mover, maybe do some Carousel of Progress, maybe get a Frozen Coke!
I was gonna say I'd like to chug a Frozen Coke about now. We normally crash around 4:35, and guess, not 4:35 on the dot, 4:30 or 5.
Oh, I was like, that's very specific.
I crash every day at 4:35.
Well, that's good for me to know.
Well,
a BFF.
It's 4:23.
Oh, so we're close.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay, plan has changed. Buzz went up to a 40-minute wait, which we don't really want to wait 40.
We know it's 5 minutes, but there is a principle, and that crosses the line. We're not doing that.
That is the line that we will not cross.
No.
So we're gonna go do Carousel of Progress.
It's the Carousel of Progress, and I'm making this up as I go. That's why it's bad. Carousel.
You know it has an actual theme song, right?
Yeah, there's actually 2. The old one and the new one.
Yeah. I like your song better.
Thanks, me too. Read it and weep, Sherman Brothers.
Oh, hoo-hoo. The Carousel of Progress is a show indoors here in Tomorrowland. It is actually a very historic Disney attraction from the 1964 World's Fair, and it's now here in Orlando. Fun fact, it is the only Disney World attraction to be touched by Walt Disney himself. You can find more fun facts like that in my Tomorrowland Secrets video. Go check it out on the channel.
The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater.
All right, so we are semi-sleepy after a Carousel of Progress journey, but we love it. While we were checking wait times though, it looks like the Jungle Cruise is down to about 35 minutes. I am not hopeful it will stay that by the time we get over there, but we're gonna give it our best shot. We are really crisscrossing today. A lot of today really is just gonna rely on wait times of when things are dropping, when things aren't, knowing what is worth and what isn't. Jungle Cruise can have one of the highest wait times in Magic Kingdom because it is a low capacity boat ride, so it doesn't move super quickly. That's why we think 35 might be the perfect time to head over here, but we'll see. Fingers crossed it stays that way. I will say, if you are coming for a more leisurely vacation, this is maybe not the best way to do your vacation. You know, maybe consider having a little bit more strategy as far as doing lands at a certain time. But if you're trying to maximize your trip, unfortunately, that's going to include a little bit of running back and forth. So here we are. We have made it to the world famous Jungle Cruise Tours. It is saying 35 minutes. The world famous Jungle Cruise Tours is a fun boat ride through the world jungles and the world's rivers, and frankly, it gets a little funny in there. I can't lie to you guys, but give them a courtesy laugh. They're trying really hard. Thank you. We waited 12 minutes. We punned, we went through the world's jungles, and now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna look at Magic Carpets. It says it's a 30-minute wait, but sometimes you can just tell by the line it's not. 15. Okay, let's do it really quick. It's the lowest it's been today. All right, here it is. We are at the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. This is a Dumbo-esque ride that takes you flying high on the Magic Carpets with Genie and Aladdin. This one is definitely a skip in our opinion if you aren't trying to do everything in Magic Kingdom. It's cute, but do the OG, do Dumbo, and then that's pretty much, it's gonna be the same. Unless you have a little kiddo who maybe can't ride everything, then this is a good option. just had a flying high good time on the magic carpet of Aladdin. Next, we are going to head into the Enchanted Tiki Room because there's only 2 minutes until the next show. And if we can finish Tiki Room and Swiss Family Robinson, that means we are finished with Adventureland and Frontierland. Okay, so we just finished up in the Tiki Room. It was fun. It was cute. We sang to our heart's content. There's one more thing left in Adventureland and Frontierland that we have not finished. We are going to go ahead and go to one of my favorite and odd places. We are at the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. This is a walkthrough attraction where you get to climb through the treehouse from the original Disney film that I, oddly enough, was obsessed with as a child. So now I love this weird walkthrough attraction. One thing that I think is really fun about this is it's just so detailed. There's a lot of things, even if you haven't seen the movies, that you can just appreciate. And one of the best views in all of Disney World is up here. Another thing to note is that over in Disneyland, they are actually getting their very own Swiss Family Robinson treehouse sometime this year. We have made it to the top of the treehouse, and here's that amazing view I was telling you about. You can see the castle, Tron, and Space Mountain. And even if you're willing to at night, the fireworks look pretty good from up here. The only thing is you have to climb the stairs, and that's a journey. So this is like fun and cool, and I love it. My legs are like jello.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm so tired. And we're going downstairs at this point. Weirdly enough, I dream about cooking in this kitchen sometimes. It just looks fun and like something little kid Emma would have loved having in her life. Okay, it is 6 o'clock. We're trucking along. Do you know how many rides we've done off the top of your head? Attractions?
I think this is 19.
This is 19. We're gonna head now to the Walt Disney Railroad because it closes at 7 and it's after 6. So let's get that one knocked off our list just before it closes. Okay, this has only taken, I would like to express, about 4 minutes for us to take photos of and everything. We are going to split the orange creamsicle Dole Whip. We also got a savory pot sticker option for us to split as well, so that way we don't overload on sugar. Let's run. We gotta keep moving.
That's good.
Okay, so we have made our way up to Main Street to hop on the Walt Disney World Railroad. The Walt Disney World Railroad is a really nice, relaxing train ride that goes around the park and actually has 3 different stops. The one here on Main Street, the one in Fantasyland, and then the one over in Frontierland. All right, so the app actually said it was a 30-minute wait. However, no one's really up here, and I can actually hear it heading our way. Look how beautiful the monorails are passing. And then the train is pulling up. Oh, I love Disney World. The wait time was 0 minutes. We ate our ice cream running over here. We're down to 2 dumplings. I'm impressed with our dedication to eating while also being on the move. I would just like to say that these are delicious. The honey ginger sauce with them is wonderful. Why don't we talk about it?
We're going to now.
We're gonna now. And also, compared to the new dumplings that just came out at the snack stand over at Tron, these are delicious. We didn't like those that much. All right, so we just finished our little section of the railroad. We are not going to ride the entirety of it because we don't have to necessarily to say that we were on the attraction. So, we are done there. One more thing left over here, and then we will also have finished Liberty Square.
Yes.
So,
Then all we would have left after this, Fantasyland and Tomorrowland.
yeah, and Storybook Circus. But that's kind of
I
Fantasyland.
kind of count that as Fantasyland.
Yeah, I don't know why it's separate. It's not separate anywhere else, but in my head. Okay, we have made it into the Hall of Presidents. Arguably the second most patriotic place in Walt Disney World, only after Sam Eagle's 3.5-hour glorious tribute to all countries, but mostly America. So the waiting area for this show, this is a show dedicated to all of the presidents throughout American history, and just a little tidbit about each of them. But one thing that I really like is throughout this waiting area is there's tons of different artifacts and different just pieces of history that they have where you can come check it out and see them. There's a painting by Caroline Harris painted on China, just chilling in Disney World. Another thing that this waiting area has is this presidential seal. This is a real official presidential seal. There are only 3 in the world, one of the others being in the White House. Disney just doing cool stuff, randomly.
His love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
Okay, friends, it is now 7:15. We just finished Hall of Presidents. It was great. Honestly, I felt very inspired the whole time.
So do I.
It's so good. Even if you're like not into American history, it's just cool.
It is. And
So.
I think part of it, seeing every president up on stage in animatronic form, like,
Crazy.
it's actually really cool.
Yeah. I'm also realizing the place we were. Oh, I see. I thought it was roped off. Sorry.
no.
So our next stop is going to be another show because we're trying now. We're feeling weirdly confident. We'll say it, okay? We're now just trying to slowly make our way back across the park and finish Land by Land. So what's next to finish? Fantasy. Next up, we are here headed into Mickey's PhilharMagic. It is the kingdom's most magical musical review. That's a tongue twister, most magical musical review. This is a really cute 3D show where you can see Maestro Mickey Mouse very briefly until Donald takes his magic hat. Things go crazy, but you do get to see scenes from some of your favorite classics like The Lion King, Aladdin, and even Beauty and the Beast. This is one of my favorite shows. It's so good, and I don't know, just makes you want to sing along. And since they've added the Coco scene, this is one of Quincy's favorites too. All right, so we finished PhilharMagic. It's so good. And my favorite part is when everybody gets like really excited and it's just sweet. And all the kids went crazy when Coco started singing. And I sang the whole time. And also when the show was over, like the very last second, I love to turn around so people know to look for Donald in the wall. And it just makes me happy. So, good show. Now we're gonna head over to It's a Small World to start wrapping up Fantasyland. All right, we have made it over to It's a Small World. This is one of the most famous Disney rides and one of the most famous earworm songs of all time. If you haven't had the chance to check out Small World, or this is the first time you're hearing of it, It's a Small World is a boat ride that celebrates all of the little things that make us all the same as you travel through different countries. It's a very cute, I think it is a Disney World must-do, even if you know it's not maybe something that's right up your alley. This is a Disney classic and you have to do it at least once in your life. All right, friends, it is 8:06. We just hopped off of Small World. So cute, obviously, yeah, for most of the day. We have one more directly in Fantasyland, not Storybook Circus, which is kind of Fantasyland. One more that's right here in front of us, though, and that is the Carousel.
Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, which is right in the middle of Fantasyland. Super fun. It's a typical carousel that you'll find anywhere, but it's special because it's here at Disney in Magic Kingdom. So this one's super fun. It is an attraction. Normally not a super long wait, especially towards the end of the night. This one is fun to do at night because of all the lights.
We've chosen our royal steeds. They look lovely. I'm feeling so sleepy.
Yeah.
We both had a coffee at my house this morning, and that's been it.
I've had a Diet Coke.
And that's been it. Can you guys believe that?
Wow, I'm impressed with that.
I'm kind of impressed with us, and also I'm answering a lot of questions about why I feel this way physically, you know? So it is 8:30, 30 minutes until fireworks. We have how many rides left? 6 rides left. We are trucking through here. I am so impressed.
Me too.
I didn't think we had a chance.
No,
So
at all.
pretty excited about this one. We have been lucky today, though. The crowds have not been too bad.
No.
And we kind of expected that thanks to Genie Plus. We are now gonna head into Storybook Circus, do our 2 rides in that area, and then head towards Tomorrowland.
Woo!
We have made it over to Dumbo the Flying Elephant. This is a Disney classic. Luckily, it is only a 10-minute wait right now. The wait time hasn't been too high today, honestly, for Dumbo, but it was more than, frankly, we were willing to wait. So we were glad to see it down to 10 minutes. We are going to do Dumbo back here and then the Barnstormer, and then be wrapped up with Fantasyland. Woo! If you don't know what Dumbo is a high-flying elephant ride. Not really that high-flying, more like a casual high-flying on the back of the world-famous Dumbo. This one's a Disney classic that is here in Disney World and in Disneyland. And frankly, I think if you're coming to Disney for the first time, or maybe one of the only times ever, you need to ride Dumbo.
You have to ride
Dumbo.
It's the #1 classic Disney ride.
Truly. Here we are.
Oh, we gotta go up. Sorry.
Oh, no we don't. I wasn't gonna say anything. Alrighty. I will say Dumbo is so beautiful at night.
It is.
It's just pretty. Dumbo was so cute. I mean, it's a Disney classic. What can you say? We are now going to head back here to the Barnstormer to check out what the Great Goofini has been up to. This is an outdoor coaster where the Great Goofini is taking you out flying. It's very cute and super kid-friendly, and it's a great first coaster for a lot of kiddos, or even maybe adults if you're a little bit nervous. It's down to a 15-minute wait. This one can get a little bit of a higher wait time because kiddos can ride it, but no worries, come towards the end of the night when most of the kiddos probably have gone home or are waiting for fireworks. With the help from the Great Goofini, we have finished Fantasyland. So that leaves Tomorrowland, my friends. We have done so much better than I thought we would. I mean, my goal was like almost every ride. Realistically, I didn't think we would be able to do it. No. I even surprised myself. So the current plan is to finish up everything that we have left. Tomorrowland Speedway, the People Mover, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, Monster Inc. Laugh Floor, and then end with a big bang at Space Mountain. The fireworks start in 2 minutes, so hopefully we'll have a good view while we're hanging out on Tomorrowland Speedway. Tomorrowland Speedway is a outdoor car ride where you get to be the driver and, you know what, go along the speedway. You get to control how fast you're going, who you're riding with, but not really where you get to go. It's just a nice scenic view along a fun little route around Tomorrowland. Next up for us is the TTA People Mover that literally moves you across Tomorrowland so you can see some things that not everybody gets to see unless they are coming on the People Mover. And for us, right now, that's going to be fun fireworks views. Oh my Santa. Well, Space Mountain
I can
just
mark
broke
another
down.
thing off my DFB bingo list.
Oh my gosh!
Relaxation wash over you like the most.
The way that everybody has their talking about is so funny. For our post-fireworks ride, we are headed to Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. This is a really fun interactive shooting game where you get to help out Buzz Lightyear try to defeat the evil Emperor Zurg. Here we go. We got so into it, I forgot to film. We did it. We were Space Rangers who spun. Lots of fun. I think that one's fun mainly because it's interactive and you can, within reason, control how well it goes. We have one more attraction before it's time for Space Mountain. Unfortunately, Space is still down. So we shall see.
It's only
what happens.
9:47.
It's only 9:47. We've done amazing time today.
Yes, we have.
So fingers crossed the space will come back up. Can you guys please just like manifest for us for just a second? Thank you, I heard you do that. I appreciate it. If it doesn't work, it wasn't your guys' fault. For our last show of the night, we are making our way to Monsters Inc.'s Laugh Floor. This is an interactive show where you get to hear some jokes from some really silly monsters as they try to power Monstropolis.
See that giant canister? That's when we collect your laughter. The more you laugh, the more power we collect. The less you laugh, well, we may not have enough power to open the exit doors. I can tell we're off to a great start.
Just like that, it is 10:20 and Space Mountain's still closed. So sometimes cast members will know if the ride is not going to reopen before the night is over. We have about 40 minutes until the park closes. This is the only ride we have not gone on today. We're gonna ask the cast members and hopefully they will tell us, you know, they're gonna try to open back up. But if not, well, we'll figure it out. All right, so we just chatted with a very nice cast member who was very honest with us, and she said, well, the official answer is maybe they're going to try to come back up. She really encouraged us to not hang out here. So if we were normal guests and we still had stuff to do and it wasn't a challenge, that was basically this cast member saying, don't waste your time waiting. We don't think it'll probably come back up. So what our plan is going to be is we don't want to call it quits just yet. So I think we're gonna mobile order some dinner from Cosmic Rays and then just wait it out. You're not gonna believe this. I'm so serious. Do you know what I'm about to say to you?
Oh, what?
Space is back up. We just got our
Are you kidding?
feet on the run. There's no question. We have to finish this. Go. Okay. It is 10:44. We do not have to get in line until 10:59. We're gonna give ourselves essentially 7 minutes to eat this as fast as we can, and then we're going to Space Mountain because we have to be able to say that we did this because we can. We took a little bit over our time. We took about 10 minutes. It is 10:54. Space Mountain is still saying a 15-minute wait. Fun fact, if you don't already know, you can get in line at Disney World 1 minute before the park closes and they have to let you on. So we are not quite cutting it that close, but pretty close. Space Mountain is an indoor, high-speed, high-thrilling roller coaster that does take you all the way into space. This is one of my personal favorites in all of Disney World, and I think definitely a must-do. And I'm so excited that it opened. Friends and family, can you tell by looking at us that we are exhausted? I think it's obvious.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Don't say. We already know. However, I would like to say we're also champions, victors, winners, top tier rope droppers, because we just rode every ride in Magic Kingdom, no Genie Plus, one day, and if the ride had not gone down, we would have had time to spare. Yeah. This was huge. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts, obviously we just showed that you don't necessarily have to have Genie Plus to do everything in Magic Kingdom. However, would I recommend you
doing everything in Magic Kingdom without Genie Plus? No, not necessarily, because we were running all over the park from ride to ride to ride to show to attraction or whatever. And you know, when you're on vacation, you want to spend some time with your family. You want to grab lunch. You want to sit inside. And we didn't watch the parade. We didn't watch the fireworks. So those are just all things to consider.
Yeah.
But it is possible.
Definitely possible. I also think that you can do almost all of the rides and get the full Magic Kingdom experience and get to do the things that Fry mentioned and not notice that you probably skipped a few. I think it's okay. We always harp and preach about priority lists, but I think this is a great example of you can do all of your priorities and then some as long as you have a list. Now, if your list is every single ride in Magic Kingdom, you're gonna have to do what we did today. Eat on the go, maybe not have dinner while the park is open, but you know, that's just based on your priorities. When I was a guest, not working for this like company, not doing this every day, I did both. Sometimes I would ride everything and I would skip meals for it, and then sometimes I would really prioritize getting my corn dog nuggets and maybe skipping a few rides. So both are valuable, both are good. You just have to decide what's right for you. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch me try to ride every single ride in Disney World in 2 days.
We'll see you there. Can we go home?
We can go home now.
Okay.
Let's go see Pepper.
Okay.